are you today? So today I'm just really doing an update. I have two plants that have actually done really, really well for me. My Raphidiphora decursiva, right? Look at this guy. And this guy gave me most of my growth in the winter months. And I will say that a lot of my plants in the apartment have. And I think that's because the heat has gone up. And because the heat has gone up, as far as like me turning it on, I also have increased the humidity in my apartment over the winter months because it gets so dry. And I've seen like really commonly, like in all of my houseplants, a ridiculous amount of growth over the winter months, which has made me also rethink some things like fertilization. I know I've told you guys to slow down on the fertilization in the winter months, but I really think like most things that's a case by case type situation. I don't necessarily know if you should do that all the time, okay? So we're going to start with the Raphidiphora, and again, this isn't a replanting. This is more of just me wanting more out of the plant that I have. Look how beautiful this is. When I first got this, I'll let you know this, and there is a video that I have done on this. Forgive me now, I did a horrible accent on it. There's reason for it. I couldn't really pronounce it. I thought I was being cute. Don't be cute, be factual, Gene. All right, so I know what the issue is. I cut this guy because what's supposed to happen is along this right here, let me see so you can see it. Along this part of my plant, right, the stem, there should be leaves that grow every few, like, I don't even know the measurement, but I would think that would be centimeters because it's not an inch. I guess every half inch to 3/4 of an inch, but this one didn't grow that way. Now, they're not the easiest to find, which is why I bought it off of Etsy. It's considered a rare plant, and that's only because, again, it's hard to find in stores. So I like to go to the Green Escapes, and I got this lovely guy. Look at that. And I think I'm gonna add it to this pot, but I'm looking at it, and I already see that it's root now. I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay, so it's not necessarily root bound, but there are a lot of roots at the top. So I'm gonna make a little bit of a mess, and I'm going to dislodge that. It's so funny, I don't necessarily like to use gloves, but I get very, very annoyed with myself for not using them when I have to clean my nails out. But I have a plant that I'm going to show you real soon, and I just realized I shouldn't even be touching it. That's why it's so important, I tell you guys all the time, to make sure that you're actually studying the plants that you bring home, because you'd be causing a whole lot of problems, especially if you have kids and or pets. Okay, so this has been in that pot for a minute. That's not a bad thing. Look at this. Woo. Wow. So like I was saying earlier, there are some things that I want to do in my bedroom. So I am going to incorporate this in my design. You guys will see this pot later. Pay attention, it's for two of my new plants. That was easy. Again, it likes a sandy soil, kind of like a Hoya would. Even though, you know, I'm planting my Hoyas in different mixtures now, and they seem to be doing better than they ever had. So, I'll give you updates on those guys too, because they're doing very, very, very well. So, that's it for this plant. Just wanted you guys to see that. Nothing special. Just giving him a bro or a sis. You see these really big fenestrations, and what, like most plants I have, philodendrons, any of my aeroids or my apophytes, and we don't, I know in the beginning I didn't, and until I did start to study, I honestly I'm gonna say I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I was doing the right thing. I was watering them every other week. I'd slow down in the watering in the wintertime, and I would get plants that survived. But some plants can give you much more than you think that they could ever give you, as long as you follow the things that make them happy. So I am going to do what makes this plant happy. I'm going to give it a moss pole so that it can climb and give me bigger leaves. I think that's all I have to say about the Raphidiphora. Again, you want to make sure that you have those really well-spaced leaves. You can see they're very glossy. I'm not the best at dusting my plants, as you can see. If you follow those requirements, you're gonna have a very, very healthy and beautiful plant. These guys do not like to be root bound, so make sure that you're not doing that. They like to be watered. They do not like to sit in water, just like you wouldn't want to sit in water. So if you see your roots, well, if you see your plant acting a certain way, if your leaves get brown or yellow, that could be a sign of overwatering or underwatering. I don't just pour water into these guys. I actually measure it out for my Raphidiphora and my Monstera Peru. This has leca in it. I did a video so you guys will see, you know, the layers of this because there's no drainage. Okay, but if there was drainage and you were to see your root system kind of like eke out of the bottom, it's a sign that you need a new pot. Okay, so I think that's all for my Raphidiphora. We'll see. And my next plant, my next other plant, my otra favorita planta, it's my Monstera Peru. I love this guy. I love this guy for the quality of its leaves and just this amount of growth. I mean, this thing sat in my room for about 6 months, perfect lighting, perfect watering situation, just was not giving me any type of growth. But when I upped the game for the winter, because it gets really hot in New York apartments, or it can, I had to up my watering game, I had to up my humidity game, and I think all of those things together, the heat, the water, the humidity, just caused a perfect environment. Quick story, I got this guy initially from the Green Escape. When I first started my foray into the jungle we call plants, and I knew that I wanted another plant. I don't know, for some reason I thought I got it and I would put this one plant in there and it would just be this huge plant, but that's not necessarily the case when you see plants in stores or on display. A lot of times it's like 3 or 4. It's definitely more than one. So I ordered this guy. You guys saw the unboxing a couple weeks ago from the Green Escape, and I didn't get the winter insurance. I'll also leave the link in the show notes, like it's a podcast. I'll leave a link in the description. I just want to say show notes. When I got it out of the box, when I was unboxing it, I thought I had this exotic plant. All of a sudden, like, ooh, they gave me a rare Monstera Peru because it had black leaves. Those black leaves were dead leaves. I contacted those guys. They told me I should have gotten the winter insurance. I didn't think about that, but we had a hell of a cold snap for like a week. So this guy came in, those leaves got damaged, they fell off, and I thought I had lost the whole plant. Just called those guys up and they sent me this replacement, like toot sweet, quick, fast, and in a hurry. I also bought some more plants because I want to give them as much service as I possibly can. And this is just basically so that I can have, again, a fuller plant. This guy eventually is going to go on a pole too. I like to put my plants on the pole. They got to make that money. It's dollar bills. It's about the dollars. You can't live in this house and not pay rent. I'm going to put you behind on a pole. I'm going to put these guys on a pole. And again, I'm just going to add this. I'm going to give these guys a thorough watering. Again, a lot of the plants in my apartment do not have drainage holes. Some of them do. A lot of them don't. And there is a process so that you don't have plants that are waterlogged. And for me, that's leca. Some people like leca, some people don't. I think it's really important for you to figure out what works for you and what does not. Okay. already tell the plant that's in there it has beautiful root system. You can see it. And I just want to tell you, this is how I got the last one. I don't even think it looked this good in a year. I got all of this growth. So they will perform for you as long as you do well for them. Okay. Let me put that in there. I don't even think I need to top these off with any more soil. You do not want to tightly pack these guys. That's it. And I'm already saying that I'm going to have to find a new pot for this. I think I'm going to top this off with some orchid bark. Use my charcoal pipe. I don't want those new roots to get cold. And I like this plant mix from Miracle Grow, and mainly because it has lava rocks in it. I like to see them. And I know that my plant is going to have good drainage. I think there's some cocoa cure in here too. Let's see. Alright. Again, I'm going to put this back in its home. That's it. I just wanted to give you an update on my favorite plants. They're all my favorites. I don't want my babies to feel slighted. And I wanted to add them, add newness to them so I can have fuller plants. I think that's it. I would love it if you guys go forward. Leave questions in the comment section. Let me know what you think about what you're seeing. And if, like always, because I love speaking to you guys, I love when you leave comments. So if you really like what you see, please press the like button. It really, really helps. If you really, really like what you see, like and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Don't just look at the video, subscribe. And if you like, really, really like, you think about it sometimes, tell a friend. Okay, let's grow this family. And I'll see you guys later.